Why, hello out there, lords and ladies. Welcome to the channel. I'm your liege lord, the Godless Gamer, and today we're continuing our Elder Kings 2 series, The Path to Alaxon. This is episode 36, and you guys are in for a treat, because at the beginning of this episode, we get to do some detective work. Remember, there's a murder scheme going on against my wife, and I've been doing everything that I can think of to try to prevent the murder scheme from happening, but nothing seems to have worked. I did get some advice in the comment section of my last video. Somebody said that I should look for any spells that will help this murder scheme. I mean, look at this, guys. The odds are already in the positives. I'm running out of time. The secrecy's way too high, and the max success chance is as high as it could possibly be. So we need to do something about this if I want to keep my wife alive. So we're going to do a little bit of detective work. This is going to be really fun, actually. It's going to be a process, but I want you to understand each step of this process and why I'm taking these steps. So we'll start with what I'm doing in the background here. I'm fabricating a hook against my granddaughter because the most likely culprits in this murder scheme against my wife are one of her rivals. Now, unfortunately, murdering... I can't just go around murdering people. Like, that may seem like an easy solution to the problem. Just murder them, and you'll solve the problem. There's a complication with that. One of them I can't even murder because this is my son. He's your child, so I can't murder him. And I wouldn't want to murder him because if I murder a dynasty member or, like, a family member, and I get found out about it, I won't just be a murderer. Because we were already outed as a murderer, and that's fine. That's to be expected. But if I murder a dynasty member, there are other penalties. There's the dynastic kin... Let's look it up. There's the dynastic kinslayer. So dynasty opinion -5. I guess it's not that big of a deal, and I'll be completely honest. Even if I did get this trait, I could handle it, but... on principle, I don't have to get this. I don't need to. I can solve the problem without risking murdering somebody, and I can't even murder my son anyway, because we still don't know who the rival is that's trying to kill my wife. So if I just go around murdering somebody, if I murdered my son and he wasn't the one murdering her, it was a complete waste of time, and it was just pointless. So we're not going to murder anybody because I don't want Dynastic Kinslayer or Familial Kinslayer, because I think I'll get them both. This character has slain a member of their extended family, and they're both close family members. One's my granddaughter, one's my son. And then Dynastic Kinslayer, this character has committed the sin of murdering a dynasty member. So if I murder anyone in my dynasty, whether they're super far away from me, like an extended family member, all the way out on the fringes of my family tree, I still get Dynastic Kinslayer. So if I murder either of them, I'll get both Familial and Dynastic Kinslayer. So murdering is just out of the question. No murders will be committed. So instead, we're going to do this. I was looking around trying to find solutions, and I think I found a good solution. Now, this isn't going to solve the murder. This isn't going to solve the murder at all. It's not going to end the murder scheme at all, but this is going to help us find out who's committing the murder. I have a granddaughter. This is one of her rivals, my wife's rival. She has a realm that needs managing anyway, not for the purposes of building temples or anything, but she does own a county that doesn't rightfully belong to her. This is a part of a different duchy. So I have a reason to revoke her title. Saves me from having to commit a murder in order to solve the problem, and this way, we can find out who's trying to murder my wife. Because if I take her lands away, if I revoke her title, she'll still be able to commit murders, because landless people can still commit murders, but if they're landless, they have no courtiers helping them. They don't have a spy master helping them commit murders. So once I revoke her title, if she's the one doing the murder scheme, the odds will decrease somehow. It won't end the murder scheme, but it will affect the odds. So this is how we're gonna do our detective work. Let's revoke her title after I fabricate this hook, because I think I tried to revoke her title between the episodes, and it's not 100%, and I would prefer not to have to fight her. So let's just fabricate a hook and then get this up to 100%, and let's do our detective work. So once we get the answer, doing this is going to determine which one of her rivals is committing the murder. That's the point of this. We're trying to find out who the schemer is. So let's do it. Let's do it, baby. I'm going to protect you, wifey. I touched on this, but I didn't finish my thought. One of my commenters said that maybe there was a spell that I could do in order to help my wife. Unfortunately, there weren't. I looked through all the spells. There's nothing that helps protect anybody against schemes. There is a ritual, but it only affects me. It doesn't affect anybody else. It only protects me against schemes. So it's going to be handy to have. I switched this ritual. I made it one of my rituals, but I can't use it unless the scheme is against me personally, so we didn't get any help there. Magicka's not going to help us with this, unfortunately. But I do thank you for the advice, commenter, because that's how I found that ritual. I am seducing my wife in the background here. I wish I could focus on you, wifey, but I'm trying to protect you. While I'm trying to seduce you, I'm also trying to protect your life, so... She better not give me any problems. She better let me get this hook on her. Yes, we got it. We got it. Here we go. I might just give her her land back after we manage this. After we take this county away. Because I could have just revoked her vassal. This county that I want to take away from her does belong to a vassal, and I could have just used revoke vassal. Where is it? Here it is. Retract vassal. I could have just done this, but that wouldn't have helped us. If she wasn't trying to murder my wife, potentially, I would have just taken her vassal away and made it easier and just let her keep her land and manage it that way, but that doesn't help me figure... that doesn't help me do my detective work here. I'm stuttering so much today, I'm sorry. It's because I'm excited. Detective work is exciting. So, we're not doing the retract vassal. I'm forced to take her title away. Revoke appointment. Let's see. Is it going to affect the odds? Nope. It wasn't her. It's my son. It's my son that's trying to kill my wife. He's the son that was born from my first wife, so technically he's trying to kill his stepmother. So maybe there's some kind of... Maybe he just doesn't like his stepmom. But I am glad that we figured it out. And I'm gonna re-land that granddaughter. Hopefully Here she is. I'm gonna pin her, and then I need to invite her to court so I can re-land her. I don't have to pin her. I'll just invite her to court. Okay, what do I want to do here? She wants to help me improve my daughter's skills. My daughter is my marshal, so let's help her with marshal. Of course, that's not a choice. So, we'll do diplomacy. And then I'm just going to re-land. She's not going to like this, because I'm going to recreate the vassals underneath her that she probably went through the trouble of taking all their land away so she can control her entire duchy. She's not going to like this, but I'm going to re-land people, and then I'll give her the duchy capital and make her the duke again. Make her go through the process of having to... This is her punishment for being my wife's rival. This is her punishment. It's probably not going to be that much of a roadblock to her. It probably won't take her long to do all this. But this is her punishment. Okay, where are you at? It was my granddaughter. Nope, not you. This is her. No, no, that's not her. This is her. Or no, it's not. Where are you at? This is... Am I losing it? Did she not join? There she go. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, guys. I'm so sorry. Forgive me. Now she's here. Okay. Give her this back because she is innocent. And give her the title back. And she's allowed to marry. I'll allow her to get married because she's single right now. I shouldn't have to give her any directives. She can promote my culture, I guess. That's fine. Okay, now we have to deal with our son. Now, he's the king of Illuvimir. He's one of my kings. There's no need for me to take his title away because we've already managed this part of my realm. And taking his title away wouldn't solve the problem. Even if he was landless, he'd still be able to commit the murder. So what we need to do is imprison him. Because if he is imprisoned, that will end the scheme. Now, I'm willing to take a bit of tyranny, and I already have a strong hook on him, which is pretty convenient. It's only 20 opinion loss of tyranny. I don't do many acts of tyranny. I've been non-tyrannical for like for centuries. Not including all the murders I commit, if you want to consider that tyranny, but committing murders doesn't cause your tyranny to go up. This is like one of the very few tyrannical acts that I'm doing. But I want to, once and for all, end that murder scheme. So if he's in my prison, it'll end the murder scheme. He'll still be my king. He'll still have his title. We won't revoke this away from him. But in order to get out of my prison, we'll figure out what he has to do. Maybe give me money or something. We'll see. But if all works out, this murder scheme should end. And he better not. He better not say no. I'm going to position my flag just in case he says no. Because if he says no, he's not getting his title back. It's not happening. If he makes me fight him, he's not getting his title back. Voila. Voila, lords and ladies, we did it. My son was trying to kill my wife. He still has his title. We just have to decide what we're going to do here. Now, this is not going to prevent him. He's possibly going to start another murder scheme, but he's going to have to wait for a cooldown period before he can murder her again, and we can just solve the problem the same way next time. I won't forgive him the next time. If he does try to murder my wife again, I won't forgive him, and he loses his title. Officially. I might even banish him. I already have a strong hook. I still have the strong hook. So that's not going anywhere. This is pointless. I'll take the money even though I don't need it. He has to do something. This doesn't really affect him. Even if I wanted him to renounce his claims, I'm not going to banish him. He has to give me money. He still loves me, thankfully. So we are a tyrant now, but that'll go down pretty fast. It'll go down before you know it. It'll be done. So, wifey, I like how we slept together right as I imprisoned my son. It was like good timing there. So no more murder scheme. Don't have to redouble my guards anymore. But I will turn on bounties for whispers because I'm making so much money and I don't need prestige. Let's use it to discover schemes if they're going on. So there we go. Wifey is safe. Let's give her some time to get pregnant because we just seduced her. And then we'll seduce her again. Now, I thought today we'd manage some more of the realm. I think I want to get to Shimmerine. There are empty baronies in Shimmerine that I can benefit from. Not a lot of them, but there are some. Here's 2. I'm just checking to see how much value I'm going to get out of this. Not really that much. Here's a couple. A couple of baronies. Here's a couple as well. It needs to be managed. I'm seeing that there are tribal holdings dotted around. That's not good. Okay, it's not completely worth this. We don't get to build that many temples, but this needs to be managed anyway because we need to eliminate all the republics and theocracies in this part of the Somerset Isles. We'll get these 2. We'll get the 2 theocracies. The Republic is Cloud Rest. That's another kingdom. So I say we begin, and then we also get to manage this because she owns this county, and I don't want her to hold it. If I want to be able to create this duchy, I have to manage another duchy. Can I revoke a vassal? I can. I could just retract the vassal. I don't need to take their duchy title away. Okay, I'll take that. Whoops, did I do the wrong one? I must have done the wrong one. Oh, I see. It's because this count is the one with the 2 counties. Okay, well, give me Tanglehaven. Okay, so now I can grant the vassal back to the Duke. And then I'll hold on to this. There's nothing I can do to manage it, but we'll hold on to it until we're ready to do this. Oh, no, I could do that now. I could do it now. Okay, so this is what we're going to get when we take the kingdom away. And that's what's preventing me from making this duchy. So once we manage the kingdom and we take Springsite, there are no baronies to fill here, so I can just deal with it immediately. We'll create this duchy and make this duke. Now, the current king of Shimmerine is a dynasty member of mine. I might just pin her and give her the title back after I manage it. I have no problem with that at all. The only point of me doing this is managing the realm, building baronies and stuff, and managing those theocracies, yeah. So let's go. Oh, no, this is her. She's no longer... So when I took her kingdom title away, she kept her county title, so she's still a count. The rest of her kingdom was under the control of different people, so we're gonna have to go through them one by one. But you know what? I'll let her stay the, I'll let her stay the Duke over here, and maybe I'll just find another family member to make the King of Shimmerine, and the Duke of Shimmerine. Oh, no, no, she's the Count. She's not in the right place for that. Okay, so that's kind of a big downgrade. She's not going to be a Duke. She's just going to be a Count underneath somebody else. So how about instead, how about I do give her kingdom title back? I'll just give this duchy title to somebody generic. I'll just take this title away here, too. Take that away. So that's even better. Instead of getting downgraded to a duke, she's just going to remain a king, but she's just losing a county. That's all that she's lost. So not really. Oh, she became a rival. That's fine. We'll deal with it. We'll deal with it. This is the girl that I'm going to get married to my son, maybe. She's still going to be my rival, and it's a little. This is going to be a little bit risky because when I remake her a king while she's my rival, she might try to scheme against me. But that's okay. If she's scheming against me personally, that's fine. That's fine. I could deal with it. I can protect myself. But if she's murdering and trying to murder my wife or something, that's a whole different story. Okay, so let's manage this. Nothing to do here, so we'll give her this back. After I invite her to court. And after I get her married... She's had 3 separate husbands, and they've all died. Died in his sleep, died from stress, flagellated himself to death, so... While she's in my court, let's get her married. She's only 56. She's a youngin'. She's intelligent. So I want to give her... Because she's chaste, she needs a husband that has some kind of fertility boost. That's the inheritable trait that we'll prioritize. He has to be Alinori. Fecund is better than this, but he's got the better personality. He's scary. Sadistic and vengeful. He's craven, though. So we'll give her this husband. Let's see how this husband dies. Maybe it's because they see what she looks like underneath the mask. And it just drives them to madness. Okay. Now that she's married... I'll grant her the county first. Just double checking to make sure that none of this needs my attention. What the hell is this? How did I miss this? 2 empty baronies? Oh no, it's because it was in Shimmerine, and... Oh yeah, this is something that we have to manage, because this is a duchy. Okay, okay. Just... What we directly inherited, none of it has to be managed. At all. So for now... For now, we'll make her the... Actually, no. This county belongs to her rightfully. It belongs to her duchy. And I want to get around to managing this. Maybe I'll do his revocation first, so we can manage that first. Before I give her the duchy title back... Oh no, it doesn't matter. I'll remember to give her the vassal. I'll remember. Because I don't want to have too many duchy titles right now. I have too many. So, we'll give her the duchy title. And we'll start with this lady. This pregnant lady. I kind of feel bad. Actually, no, I don't feel bad because she's disloyal. Okay, nothing to do there. And by the way, guys, I'm going to do my best to try to keep this episode, like, as close to an hour as possible. I'm not doing really well with that. Because my last one was like 2 hours long. Which isn't bad. Okay, there's already a temple. I need to build a castle and a city. Manage that. So we went through all of these and nothing to do. Nothing for us to do. Okay, Alinori. Oh, okay, that's fine. That's fine. It's fine, fine. Just to prevent me from having to fight a battle, or... I just don't have the patience for that. I'm good at scheming. It doesn't take me that long to fabricate hooks, so I'll just do it that way. Yeah, I messed up. I should have revoked this vassal before I gave her that duchy title. Me and my son are getting into an argument. Okay, we can... Easy solution, we'll agree to disagree. Okay, I thought these were only going to be bad outcomes. I don't want me and my son to be fighting. I want to get along with him. I already cast Calm on him, so we have 4 years left on that. Let's seduce our wife while we're doing this. Did I just take more tyranny? I did. I'm more of a tyrant, because what I... Fabricating that hook caused me to get some tyranny. It's fun. Probably not worth it. I should have just done it without fabricating the hook, but I didn't know that I was going to fail that hook fabrication and thought it was... And I didn't fail it, I succeeded. It was just an unfortunate result. So, no temples. Nothing needs doing. Nothing needs doing. This count is a little bit more powerful than they should be, but that's okay. When I create the Duke, that's their problem. As long as the land still... As long as all the land still falls in... Like, I don't care about the internal politics of the duchy, as long as the duchy stays within its borders. Give the Duke something to do. If they want to take over the rest of the duchy, they're going to have to deal with this powerful count. But that's fine, because I don't have to manage any of it. There's no baronies for me to fill, so that's fine the way it is. Let's get rid of this. Create this duchy title. Is this one of my dynasty members? No, it's not, but that's okay. Just gonna double check. We're okay. Sorry. Never have OBS on my other monitor when I need it. That's what's telling me the time. Okay, that's dealt with. Don't have to give her any directives, because this is all my religion and my culture already. So here's where the value is. This duchy here. Here's where the temples are going to get built. 3 of them. 3 temples in total. Is that going to get us to our next, It'll get us closer. Let's do it. It's a good thing I have a bunch of influence saved. It's a good thing I have a bunch of influence saved up, because if you're trying to do this at a point in your campaign where you don't really have a lot of influence to go around, that's why it's good that we waited to, like, get all of our wars done, and we got all of our conquest and everything before we started managing the realm internally, because I need all the influence. Okay. Why on earth is there a tribal holding in the Somerset Isles? This should be the most advanced place in Tamriel. The most technologically advanced. We're over our domain limit, but that's okay. I'm used to it. Alright, now we can unpause, because we're pretty much done. We've completed managing Shimmerine. We took care of the things over here. We made this duchy. Took the county away from the person that it didn't rightfully belong to. There's still this kingdom here in Valenwood we need to deal with, but unless there are empty baronies, it's not high priority. There aren't. There's some renown. There's another third of a temple. 1/3. Wifey, you should be fawning all over me because I protected you. That's a nice little added bonus. Because I have the patriarch trait and I'm a diplomat. Alright, that's not great. Thanks. Thanks for nothing. A book on Marshall is not what I need right now. Look at my son, my single son. I think once I'm done managing everything, we're gonna do a wedding for him. It's been really recent since I did the wedding for my daughter and her husband last episode. And if I want to benefit as much as I can from that magnificent host... We're a magnificent host. Here it is. It lasts for 20 years, and if we do another grand wedding, it's just going to reset it. So this way, if we put it off, we can benefit from plus 5% renown for a longer period, instead of just doing it right now and having it reset right now. We'll get another 20 years when we do a grand wedding for our son. But I think I'm going to get him married to this girl here. I think. I might take another look and we'll search for spouses again. But I'll keep her pinned. Because I really, really do like her congenital traits. Okay, there we go. Slept with our wife again. In 6 years, we get the fertility boost on both sides of the marriage once this tradition gets enacted. So in 6 years... we'll get some more fertility. I won't rehire a wet nurse until new children are born. Let's give our son his tutor position back. Even though he tried to murder my wife. Okay, didn't forget. Grant her this count. Let's see if I need to build anything in the Palace of the Main or Rimmon. Or the Great Tree. Or Senshal. It's not bad. It's not a great item, but it's not bad. It won't be any use to my son, because he's full up. How about we give that to... How about we give that to our wife? No, she needs slots for new items that boost fertility, so I can't give it to my wife. How about we give it to... How about we give it to our great-granddaughter as another way to say, sorry about having to manage your realm, but it needed to be done. I have a modest gemstone. We'll give her that instead. And then I'll just hold on to that brilliant gemstone that we just got, and maybe I'll give it to a son. Hopefully, my wife gets freaking pregnant. What the hell? What do I have to do? I know she's chaste and everything, but we've been boosting her fertility, trying to counteract that. And I'm constantly sleeping with her because I keep seducing her. What is this? Oh, it's, yeah. Okay. My vassal was imprisoned? He pays ransom, I guess. Be nice to him. A medium health boost for 10 years because we have our puppy. Let's check on the status of those. They're done, so the theocracies are gone. The only blemish that we have yet to get rid of in our entire empire is this republic. We already know about the theocracy. I've touched on this several times, but this theocracy is not going away because it's a county with only one barony and there's a temple in it. So we kind of have to deal with this, and I'm fine with that. I'm good with tolerating only one theocracy, but this needs to go. And that's the last blemish that we can deal with. We've completely eliminated everything once that's done. Oh yeah, we can have our realm priest converting things. It's still impossible for me to convert Rimmon because there's an Imperial Cult holy site here. I don't need to be fabricating any claims, but it seems to be taking a long time for this part of the Empire to convert, and between the episodes, I did give these people directives. I made sure to do that. That was part of my, like, my housekeeping. I told these people to start converting their realms, but it's taking a really, really long time, so I'm gonna throw my Realm Priest into the mix, just to speed that up. I told this dude to convert, and I told this dude to convert. And it's their lands that are taking forever. So, since my Realm Priest isn't doing anything, I don't need to fabricate claims right now. So we'll have her help us fabricate. I mean, convert. This better be a magnificent book about fertility, not... about intrigue. Herbs and plants. I see getting maybe a health boost out of a book. Let's do that. There's a special building slot here. 50 diplomacy what lifestyle? 50 diplomacy lifestyle. How dare you challenge your Aran Aldemary? The first time it happened, I barely gave it a moment's thought, but my vassal, kitty cat lady, has grown bolder. Her challenges no longer pass unnoticed. Ooh, I just got a free perk out of another 100 an ounce, so another third of a another third of a temple. Yes, this is why I can't. Even if the items are pieces of trash at the end, it's worth it just for the renown. Staying in diplomacy to keep getting this fertility until we get down to August. Oh, that didn't give me a free diplomacy perk. It just gave me the lifestyle experience, which tipped me over the edge to get my next perk. And then here's more renown. I love renown so much. I love it. I'm gonna commission a banner just so I can get another artificer in here. I only have one. That wasn't the guy that I just told to do it, but there is somebody that I can hire. It's right here. I was just about to check all my domains to see if I need to build anything. That's pointless, because I know I don't have to. My daughter-in-war. Ooh, kind of forgot that I had wards. Totally. So worried about that murder scheme at the beginning that I completely forgot that I had wards. We'll teach him languages. I did influence her personality once. I gave her zealous. She's turning out really well. I can't give her... Oh, yes, I can give her patient. Wow, that's a really solid personality. Those are, like, all of the traits at, like, the top 2 tiers in my tier list. If I give her patient, she's got a phenomenal personality. She said no. I think I waited too long, but that's okay. Her personality's still solid. I still have time to teach her languages and stuff. But what about my other one? Give him patient, because he's got zealous already. I'm giving him a martial education. I like that he's athletic. That helps with stress loss. He must have stressed out, and that was one of the results. He got access to a really good stress-relieving trait. Good for him. I wish my son had gotten something like that. Instead, he became a skooma drinker when he stressed out. That one's done. This one's done. That one's done. And then this one's done. So that takes care of Shimmerine. I promise we'll eventually start getting Conquest again. I think I want to get Conquest up here. But I want to manage the realm first. But we're close to getting Conquest. And then once we start getting Conquest again, look at all these empty baronies. We'll go back to building temples. But the point of this was not to get temples and stuff and get the renown. It was just to manage the realm. And get everything neat, nice, neat, and tidy. Tidy up the borders. So there we go. All the duchies are what they need to look like. All the duchies are in their lands. We were able to manage that county over there and manage those duchies in Valenwood. So now we can create this kingdom title. It was a painful process, great-granddaughter, but you got through it like a champ. You got a new husband out of it. We're still rivals, but I'm not worried about it. I think we'll bury the hatchet. So there we go. Cloud Rest is next, but we're not going to do that today. Today we're going to get our son married, and we're going to find him a wife. Now if I choose somebody else for him, she has to at least look like this somehow, and be young. It helps that she's in my dynasty because she's benefiting from the dynasty legacies and the blood legacy tree. So that's why I chose a dynasty member, but we'll see if we can find you somebody else, son. But she started out as callous too. What's with these kids getting callous? Why do my potential matches for my son keep getting callous? This is annoying. Hey, you know what I'm noticing? Not all of her congenital traits are showing up here. It says she's only quick and pretty here, but we have her selected. She's also aetheric. So maybe as we're going through these people, we should click them just to make sure that we're not missing anything. Alright, there's not a lot of choices here. Fecund is more powerful than pretty. It doesn't give you any diplomacy or attraction opinion, but plus 50% fertility is no joke. This is what we got down the bloodline. We got architected ancestry in order to get this, and we're seeing it happen, so we might as well jump on it. We won't do a grand wedding today if this is the case, but can I invite her into my court? If I could invite her into the court, I would raise her myself to make sure she's getting a martial education. I want my son to start producing children now, so I don't have the patience. I would have to wait 6 years. This way, they get married. Very, very low chance that their children will be inbred. Extremely low. I'll have to keep an eye on her because she's joining my court. So let's do a grand wedding, and that's how we're going to end this. Another episode where we're going to end it with a grand wedding. Hopefully they become soulmates, and even though she has like a kind of abrasive personality because she's arrogant and callous, maybe the fact that they're soulmates means that even if they don't get along naturally, the fact that they're soulmates means that they'll have, they'll have a decent relationship. For recreation, what other things can I do here? Yeah, let's just do... Or can I seduce my wife again? Can I use this as an opportunity to seduce my wife? Hold on. Let's break up with her, and if we seduce her through the grand wedding, if I can do it this way, maybe there's a lower chance of us failing it? So we're gonna seduce our wife at this wedding. Alright, here we go. We might have to wait a while for her to get here. Like a couple of months. She's kind of got a unibrow thing going on. But she is considered pretty. I don't know, maybe unibrows among the high elves is a fashion. Okay, I can unpin her now. No reason to have her pinned. Are the Xarxians gonna choose my son? They didn't last time. Let's see if they do it this time. Nope, they chose my daughter again. Stop choosing my daughter. Half a year we have to wait. See, I knew it was going to be a book about health. It's a court artifact, so I can't really... hold on to it. For an emergency. Maybe if we're getting to the point in our life where we start, like, really starting to get old. I mean, we're still feeling excellent. And we've already passed our life expectancy. 160. And we're still feeling excellent. We might still have a really long life ahead of us. We might have such a long life ahead of us that maybe this wife will no longer be fertile anymore, and I'll still be able to keep having children, and I might have to get married to a third wife. I just didn't expect us to have to... I've predicted around 250 is when we might die, but I might have to take that back, because we are just getting so many health bonuses. Let's improve the popular opinion. Let's let the peasants in. What's going on? The arrival of the bride was accompanied by a great fanfare. A whole parade of richly caparisoned horses dropping silver shoes for the commoners to collect. Drums, lyres, bagpipes, mimes, and jesters. Now the parade has broken up, but it still attracts quite a crowd. I'll take the money. It'll help pay for part of this wedding. You grow closer to forming an intimate relationship with Arana El Larica. This is what we want to choose. Or Renown. I want Renown. Graceful aging just got us another learning perk. She became our lover, so we did... It's a good thing that I chose that Renown in the first choice, because we still succeeded. Okay, she became my lover. Stress loss per fame, that's really going to help us. We haven't done a legend in a long time. Maybe we should do that. Commission epic decision? Maybe I can't do it because I'm... I might do a legend soon. I might even just start a legend now. I think I wanted to do one recently, but all the legend choices weren't that good, giving me things that I don't really care about. I mean, learning and diplomacy are okay. Here it is. Here it is. Monthly Renault. Okay, we're doing it. Previously thought to be stagnating and doomed to be dominated by man, this dynasty united the Mer of southern Tamriel under its leadership and now ushers in the new Mitheric era. Yes. I think I've read this before. I won't read it again, but here, I'll scroll down if you guys want to read it. Because I'm a nice guy. Okay. So we're promoting a legend. It did eat into my income quite a bit. I have a lot of magicka. I'm just going to cast Calm on my son again. I can't afford Grand. Oh no, I can't afford Greater. That's what I gave him. Greater. Okay, we'll wait till we can afford a better one then. As I feast, I sense that my vassal magistrate Kitty Cat has been staring intently in my face, no doubt intrigued by my scarification. Oh, scarification. As soon as I make her aware that I've noticed, she quickly looks away, doubtless embarrassed to have been gawking at my deformity. What do you mean? Deformity. Sure, we're scarred, but we're not so scarred that it affects us negatively. We're scarred where it actually makes us attractive. What are you talking about, kitty cat? You don't know what good looking is. You wouldn't know what beauty was if it came up and slapped you across the face. Though I do though I do feel somewhat insulted by her fascination, this does give me an opportunity to tell the tale of how it came to be. I forgot how we got injured. I think somebody cast a spell on us that caused us to get wounded, and then I healed myself, and then we were scarred afterwards. There's another 50 renown. Just got another free diplomacy perk. Diplomacy per level of fame. That'll really help opinions, especially since I'm a tyrant now. More diplomacy per level of fame. Excellent. 64 diplomacy, 30 martial, 44 stewardship, 46 intrigue, 64 learning. So now learning and diplomacy are tied for my highest skills. Oh my god, we get to bury the hatchet with the rival. Look at that. That detestable High-Kin Lady Arnarn has been staring at me across the banquet table. Our eyes meet through her mask, and I tense for an argument as she crosses the room towards me. Wait, is she crying? I don't know. Is she crying? I can't tell. We could take this off of her. And she's not deformed underneath, so technically she is deformed, but instead of having to look at her through a mask, we'll take it off of her. Or she's disfigured, whatever. She doesn't look to be. We can stop being rivals through a diplomacy challenge, or we can try to be your friend. Oh, no, we already stopped being rivals. Excellent. We became friends instead. So she doesn't hold it against me that we had to manage her realm. It's as if nothing happened at all. Look at my son. I'm so happy. I'm so proud of him. It's time for the betting ceremony. More vigilant? There might be somebody scheming against me. I won't redouble my guards unless we know for a fact that there's a scheme going on. Because I don't want to affect opinions negatively, even though it doesn't really matter. He's a brilliant strategist, 28 martial, 4-star martial education. His prowess isn't great, though. I'll have to find a wife for him at some point. Okay, that's it. So now Magnificent Host is reset. So we're going to get another 20 years, or a fresh 20 years of getting plus 5%. Our renown has gone up, our income. Let's see if they became soulmates. Yep. Mission accomplished. Okay. What I think I should do, what might be pretty smart, is because I don't really like her personality, but we're kind of stuck with her. Let's become her friend. And let's just befriend our daughter-in-law. Just an added layer of, like, relationship protection. Like, if making sure that we're getting along. Because we want to get along with her for the sake of our son. Commission epic. It'll be unavailable for 100 years. Okay, we got that epic started. We're befriending our daughter-in-law. We protected our wife, who still has not gotten pregnant. She's got 21 years left. I'm gonna play for another minute or two. I don't want claims, I don't want prestige, I want renown when the epic is done. I'm gonna seduce her one more time. He's like, please, wife, please, Ariel, please. Let her get pregnant. He's begging. I'm begging. Okay, we just banged her, I think. On completion, you will receive a family epic book artifact which improves vassal opinion. I don't want the money back. I don't care about money. I'll take that. How's our legend doing? Okay, the light purple is our old legend. the light blue is the new legend. So we want the new legend to expand, because when we did this first legend, this was basically our empire, all of this. But now that we have our new empire, we want this new legend to spread to all of the Altmeri Dominion. And now that I'm promoting that legend, I should switch some of my jobs. Legend spread chance plus 40% if I have my court musician do that. Legend spread chance plus 60% if I have my chronicler do that. If I get a court poet, I can improve it even more. Disloyal, get the hell out of here. I don't care how good your personality is. Get the hell out. There's a lot of excellent people. How about we give it to my great-granddaughter? She's related to me. None of these people up here are my family members, so we'll give it to her. Maybe if I have a wet nurse, it'll give my wife a clue. On completion, you will receive a family book artifact which improves hostile scheme resistance. Yeah. The legend is spreading pretty fast right in front of us. I have some really, really impressive books on display. This might not even go up. That's way better. That's way better. I can only display 2 books, and those 2 books are better. Okay. I mean, a great item, it's just... it just does not compete with what I've already got. He's asking for money? He's using this hook to get money. Sure. Be my guest. Okay, guys. We seduced our wife one more time and nothing happened. Do I want to keep this guy around? He's a content villain. Sounds kind of oxymoronical, you know? I do need another person to be an artificer. And he doesn't qualify even though he just made this thing for me. That doesn't qualify him to... Alright, then... Get out. Okay, lords and ladies. For serious? These people keep sneaking in here. I just have to keep telling people to get out constantly. This is my daughter-in-law. She was married to my son. She's not really... Oh, she's a nun. She'd be leaving a close family member behind? Oh, yeah. Okay. Then I won't tell her to leave. I've been doing really well keeping my court small. We're definitely have more courtiers than we used to have, but it's still really, really small, and I like that I've been able to keep it small. And all of my guests get lumped in with this number here. So if we don't count all of my guests, we have like what, 21 characters or something? That's not that bad. It's a pretty small court. Okay, let's zoom out and see the political situation. The ruler of High Rock is still alive. He was ailing, and he's still ailing. And I want to find out if, when he dies, his realm is going to split up. According to the titles that he has, he doesn't have any doubled up titles, so I don't think it's going to split. But we'll see what happens. He's still alive. Argonia seems to have stagnated quite a bit. House Redoran is basically non-existent anymore. That's like my favorite house. House Telvanni's kicking ass, and House Indaril's kicking ass. House Jerez is teetering on the brink of extinction. Skyrim can't seem to get its act together. Western Skyrim hasn't grown much, and now there's a new Eastern Empire in Skyrim, which is actually being ruled by a Dunmer. Look at that. It's actually kind of funny. That is such a beautiful thing, except for this ugly pimple. It's such a beautiful thing to see our realm completely purple. And administrative is actually starting to spread beyond our realm. The administrative bug is catching on. My culture is continuing to spread little by little. It is growing. That's cool. How's the development? I did look at this earlier. 65 development in the capital. Only 36 in the Empire, or in the Imperial City. 31 in Vivek. 31 here. 32. Wow, it is not developed at all in High Rock. High Rock is like big and scary looking, but when you look at it through other filters, it's not that scary. My religion is spreading. Okay, so my the vassals that I gave these directives, they are spreading it. I'll move my Realm Priest one more time. And I'm gonna wrap it up now, guys. Really good episode. I'm glad we protected our wife. She didn't repay us by getting pregnant, but we still have plenty of time. We have 21 years left of her being fertile, and we're about to get the tradition in 3 years. So 18 out of those remaining years of fertility with our wife, 18 of those will see another fertility boost for me and for her. We didn't get our legacy today, but we will basically right at the start of our next episode. And then I think in our next episode, we'll manage Cloud Rest. I don't think I have a lot of baronies to fill here. Actually, there's one right there. There's 2 there. Here's an empty one. Here's an empty one. Okay, yeah, so there's some benefit to, besides getting rid of the Republic, we will get some temples built here. And then that'll be the final piece of our realm that we need to manage internally. My entire empire has been managed once that's done. And then I can decide whether or not I want to create kingdoms. Because I have a bunch of kingdom titles. And if I want to give some of these dukes kingdoms, we'll figure it out. Or maybe I should manage this too. But anyway, I keep talking. Thank you so much for being here, lords and ladies. Hope you enjoyed this one. Hope you maybe learned something at the beginning if you were in my kind of situation and you have somebody scheming or trying to murder somebody. Maybe you can take the same precautions or follow the same steps that I did in order to do your own detective work and figure out who's trying to kill somebody important to you. But that was really fun. really good episode. Our son is now married happily with his wife, and she's pregnant. Let's see what kind of amazing children they produce. Alright, lords and ladies, thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, hit that thumbs up button. If you're not subscribed to the channel, go ahead and subscribe as well. Leave your comments down below, and I will see you guys in the next one. Episode 37 will be coming at you soon. But until then, have a good one, guys.